Well, what does this mean?
Good morning, Uncle. I've brought you Tobias and Adelheid's child. You will hardly know her because you haven't seen her since she was a year old.
Well, what does this mean? What is this girl doing here at my house?
She must stay with you.
You there, go with the goat. Take mine too. You're none too early.
She must stay with you, Uncle. I have done my duty by her for several years now, and it's your turn to look after her.
Indeed. And what if the child should fret and whine, as is usually the case with these intolerable little things? Then what shall I do with her?
Well, that is your business. No one told me what to do with the child when she was given into my care, only a year old. And I had enough to do to take care of myself and mother. Now I must look after myself, and you're next of kin to the child. If you can't keep her, do what you please with her. But you will have to answer if any harm comes to her.
You go back down where you came from and don't show your face here again any time soon.
You just better be aware that there are people saying bad things about you down in the village.
Well, what do you want?
I want to see what you have in the hut.
Well, very well. Come inside. Bring your clothes with you.
I don't need them anymore.
And why don't you need them anymore?
I'd rather run like the goats. The clothes keep me from climbing like the goats do.
Well, bring them inside anyway. They can go in the cupboard. Now, where's she gone? What's she doing?
Where shall I sleep, Grandfather?
Wherever you like.
This is where I want to sleep. It's so lovely here. Come see how lovely it is.
Yes, I know all about it.
I'm gonna make a bed. Could you bring me a sheet for my bed? A bed is supposed to have a sheet.
Well, wait a minute. The kids, I didn't know they were in the first place. What's you coming here with me? Here's a sheet.
There's something else we need.
What's that?
A blanket. When we go to bed at night, we creep in between the sheet and the blanket.
What if I haven't any?
Oh, that's all right. I guess I could just take some more hay to cover myself.
Wait a minute. I know that. There's a sheet. Now she wants a blanket. There's a blanket. She wants a
Thank
blanket.
you, Grandfather. Now I have a lovely bed. I can't wait till evening so I can lie down in it.
Wait a moment. I think we should have something to eat first. Very good, you know how to help yourself. But where are you going to sit? I only have one chair. Now you have your own little table and your own little chair. You better eat this soup before it gets cold. It's good for you. Made out of goat's milk. Good morning, Heidi.
Good morning, Grandfather.
Got some lovely Swiss bread here for you. For your breakfast this morning. Just take a little bit. Nice, isn't it? Would you like to go to the pasture with Peter and the goats? Oh, I'm excited. Come here, General of the Goats. There. This is for a lunch. Give her 2 bowls of milk at noon, straight from the goats. Do you hear? And she's to stay with you all day till you come down again. And take care she doesn't fall off any cliffs. Do you hear?
Yes, sir.
You're a good girl.
this spot, Peter?
Sometimes here, sometimes further up, and sometimes a place around the mountain.
Do you live in the village?
Yeah, I live with my mother and my grandmother. My mother works in the village bakery. My grandmother stays in the house. She's blind and can't do much of anything.
It's too bad. Perhaps I can come and visit her. Do you think she'd like that?
Oh sure, we don't get very many visitors.
Do you go to school? Or are you always with the goats?
As long as there's not too much snow on the mountains, I'm with the goats. But as soon as we have our first snowfall, I have to go to school. But I keep telling my mother it's no use. I still can't read. The letters just keep getting mixed up in my head. I don't know why I should learn how to read anyways. A goat herd doesn't have to do any reading.
I can't read either. I never went to school. I was always with my aunt. She said she needed my help when she went to clean people's houses. It's so beautiful here. I'd much rather be here than helping my aunt clean houses. Don't you think it's beautiful, Peter?
I suppose so.
There's nothing more lovely than the mountains, with craggy cliffs rising up high, patches of towering fir trees, and gusts of wind making them murmur and sigh. Snowfields in the evening light glow as if on fire. Eagles floating far above, circling ever higher. There's nothing more lovely than the mountains, and I hope I will never have to leave. The meadows are painted white with flowers, bluebells and pale edelweiss, gentians and golden rock roses. One couldn't buy such beauty at any price. Houses of the village scattered far below. Mountain streams splash downward from the fields of snow. There's nothing more lovely than the mountains, and I hope I will never, never, never have to leave.
You stupid goat! You could have broken your legs and then I would be blamed for it!
No, Peter, don't! Don't hit him! Can't you see how frightened he is? You mustn't go out on that ledge because you might fall off and break your bones. And then you'd be hurt terribly.
He deserves a beating.
No, don't do it. Leave him alone.
Alright, I'll leave him alone if you give me part of your lunch.
All right. You can have half of my cheese. But you must promise never to beat any of the goats.